We can go, yes. Look to your right, because you're giving way to your right. Look to your right. Now we're going to continue following the road ahead. So soon we're going to come across another roundabout. It's a mini roundabout we're going to come across. At that roundabout, you're going to take the first exit. So you can keep your left signal on. It makes the drivers ahead of you. It avoids them stopping. It's not necessary because you're going ahead, but it makes it easier for you. You'll understand why later. So we're going to go ahead. Now you need to give way to your right as you're approaching the roundabout. Keep rolling if there's nobody coming. Now watch him, he's turning left. Keep going. We know he's turning left. We can see his positioning. We can see the speed that they've dropped. Now cancel the signal. It's not needed. Now we're going to come across a traffic calming measure. That means you have to give way to cars that are oncoming. Have a look and see what side the sign is on. Can you see that sign in front of you?
Yeah.
The round sign. It's telling you that the cars coming in front of you, oncoming cars have priority over you. So if you have to stop, you have to stop at the give way. Now can you see the blue car? If anyone comes across this road where the blue car is, you'd have to wait. Look in your right door mirror, you can continue now. So where them 3 stones are, if any car's coming and they go past them 4 stones that you can see, what I call golf balls, you would have to wait. Yeah, is that clear? We're going to take the next road on the right, please. We're going to follow the sign for the city centre. Yep, that's right, start your routine. Reduce your speed slightly and look at the box. Protected area. Go into here first, then turn. That's lovely. So this is a dual carriageway. What's the speed limit of this road, do you know? Yeah, 30. Yeah, every road that you're on is 30 unless it's marked, because street lights are here. It's a built-up area, the street lights, and they're evenly spaced apart, so they're all 30. Unless it's marked. Now it's a dual carriageway because there's a divide between you and oncoming cars. So you can't kind of slide across. We're now going to follow the sign for the city centre. So that means at the traffic lights we're going to turn right. As you come into the end, you'll see a traffic lights, you'll also see a box junction. You will clear the box junction though, because there's no cars in front of you. Look at where you need to stop. That's fine. Now you can only go ahead here. So ahead is technically turning right here. So we're going to turn right here and look to your right. Can you see where that black car is at the top of the road? Where that white car is there? We're going to turn right there where that right marker is. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're turning right here. We're then going to follow the sign for Hare. Okay, so when we turn right here, land in the furthest lane to the right. And that'll set you up to go into that lane. Go then. Now gently start, keep going. Yep. Give gas. That's it. Stay in this lane, and we're going to follow the sign for Hare Hills now. So now start your routine because you're going to do a right lane change. Good. Now we can see 4 cars in that lane ahead of us where that car's reversing now. So come into our lane and then look at where you need to stop now. As you're approaching here, normally if there's 4 cars or 3 cars in front of you, they will clear that box junction, you won't. Okay, now look in your left door mirror, keep your signal on if you want. So look in your left door mirror, and because you've got a very narrow lane, you need to make sure that the car is positioned correctly in the lane. We're now going to turn right at these traffic lights. Now when you turn right here, they're also going to turn left. You know where that Mercedes is there? Yeah. So make sure that your right turn isn't as sharp as you want to make it. You're going to oncoming cars. Why? There's 2 lanes there. So look at where that Mercedes is. He's in the left lane. There's also another lane on the right there. So if there's a lorry making a wide turn, you'll come into contact with it. So when you're turning right here, keep the car to the left where that 30 sign is. Can you see it over there? So go now. So we're turning right here, but we're going to keep the car to the left of the road. That's it. Look up to the top of the road, that's it. So keep the car to the left. So you're technically not going over that line as you're coming in. So your turning arc is like a 45 degree. So now what you're going to do, you're going to park outside the test centre. And this is how you come back to your, from your driving test. One of the routes that you take anyway. So now, typically, what they do, they ask you to park up on the left before you go to the test centre. So you could park in one of the bays on the left. Whenever you do park up, give yourself enough room. It's as simple as that. And remember, there's loads of roads on the side. So when you're signalling, make sure it's done, it's timed. So for the sake of argument, I'm going to ask you now to find a safe place to park on the left. We'll park where that white bollard is or before. And over here, we don't even have to. Why? Because let's say we can't, let's say it's too tight or it's too busy. Find another place. They're not going to tell you off. So you find another one. If you're not happy parking here, leave it. Just find someone else. So now for the sake of argument, let's say we're going to park outside the test centre here. So where this bus stop is, immediately after the bus stop, where the yellow line is, where it finishes, we can park there, or just before the test centre car park. So slow down, signal left, and we're going to park here. We'll park here. So slow it down, get closer, look behind you, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, and stop here where you are now. And now go into park, put your handbrake on, and fold your door mirrors in, cancel your signal. And technically, well, you don't have to, but you then turn the engine off. And that's how your test finishes. And that's all you need to do. So in terms of when you're parking your car, pulling up to the left, all you need to do is when you're parking here is make sure that there's cars behind you, that they understand what you're doing, because they might think you're going into a car park. They might think that you're going to take the next road on the left. So when you do signal, make sure you do it in good time so people understand what you're doing.